Yes guys and girls, how you all doing? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we've got the score predictions for game week 3. So I think it's going to be quite an interesting week. Last week we saw an average of 4.4 goals a game across the 10 fixtures. Quite one-sided games to be fair, with Everton. Who else did we have? Arsenal. So I think we're going to see more of that, to be honest. I don't see many upsets this week. I think first up here, I think Manchester United will get it right this time. I think they'll beat Brighton away. They can't lose again. You know, they just wouldn't be happy. The fans, the players, the manager. They're going to have to improve massively from that performance against Crystal Palace. They're going to have to bring some players in because performances like that against Palace aren't good enough. I don't think they even played that good against Luton. I only really watched the first half, but I wasn't impressed. So yeah, I think they'll win. Next up, Crystal Palace Everton. I think that'll play out to a 2-2 draw. I think Crystal Palace have added more goals to the team. They've got some good players now in like Eze, playing Zaha as a striker. They've got Batshuayi, who tends to be on the bench at the moment, and they're looking to bring in Ben Rama on that right wing. So yeah, they've got a lot of quality going forward, and I think that's just going to bring more goals. They're quite solid defensively, they always have been. So you know, they've got that good solid defence, and now they've just got a good counter-attacking team. So it'll be a very end-to-end match. Everton have got loads of quality now with their new signings, so I'm expecting quite a few goals, and I think it'll play out to a 2-2 draw. You know, seeing them two teams stay in that top 4 for now. Next up, Chelsea. I don't see West Brom doing anything. They are so poor. They're going to get relegated. They're going to get smashed again against Chelsea. Although Chelsea haven't been that good so far. You know, they played an okay game against Brighton. They made it tough for themselves, and they weren't at all very good against Liverpool. But I think against West Brom, you can't go wrong. They're going to win the game, and I think they'll win it comfortably. Might be the start of a run of form for Chelsea, because I think they need to find that first game that will get the ball rolling, and I think this would be that game. Next up, two teams with very good defences, and they'll be looking to not really concede. So I think Burnley Southampton will go as like a 1-1 draw. There won't be many goals in this. You know, even though there are goal scorers in it, there are also very good defences. So I could be really wrong, and it could be another like 4-2 or 5-2, as that's what Burnley and Southampton received last week. But considering they're playing each other, I think it'd be a low scoring 1-1. Next up, I think Leeds will win against Sheffield United. Sheffield United at the back end of last season and coming into this one haven't been the same team. You know, they've been solid at the back throughout last season, but they just don't have that attacking threat. You know, they had a couple of chances against Aston Villa, and they just didn't do much with it. They didn't look very good against Wolves either, and they lost in the cup. Leeds United, on the other hand, are entertaining. They're scoring goals for fun. They've scored 7 goals in 2 games. I think they'll score more, and I think they'll beat Sheffield United in that derby. Next up, we've got Tottenham at home against Newcastle. So this is one of those fixtures that could go one or two ways. I think Newcastle could be really solid at the back and really grind out a result. But on the back of Southampton 5-2 result, I just think Tottenham are going to win the game. They're going to win the game comfortably. I would expect a couple goal returns from Son and Kane for your FPL teams. It's going to be an exciting week, or exciting few weeks for Tottenham, because they've got some easy fixtures, so they could really secure a top 4 spot for now. Next up, we've got Manchester City, and even though they're playing Leicester, who are a respectable team, finished quite high last few seasons, it's Manchester City. And they're going to thrash Leicester, in my opinion. They're going to win the game quite comfortably. You're going to see another Kevin De Bruyne masterclass. Next up, we've got Wolves away at West Ham. Now, Wolves have had a really good start to the season. They beat Sheffield United comfortably. They could have got a result against Man City. and I think they'll get a result against West Ham. West Ham have been unfortunate this season so far because there's just a lack of morale around the club. But they have good players. You know, they made it tough for Arsenal. They could have got a result there, but they're just lacking that little bit of quality going forward. And I think Wolves are that solid at the back, bringing in Nelson Semedo as well. They'll win that game. Next up, we've got Aston Villa. So this is my club, and I'm trying not to be biased, but to be honest, I just see us winning the game. And I think we're going to keep a clean sheet. You know, we're looking a lot better at the back from the back end of last season. We kept a clean sheet against Sheffield United. The only real threat is Mitrovic, but if Mings and Konza can keep control of him, there isn't really any other threats for us to worry about. We've got a lot of danger going forward. You know, we've got Ollie Watkins, Jack Grealish, Bertrand Traore. So if we can, you know, get that chemistry going, and I think we could win that game quite comfortably. And then finally for the week, you got Liverpool, beating Arsenal 2-0. In my opinion, I think it's going to be a comfortable game. Liverpool are looking just as strong as last season. They kept a clean sheet against Chelsea last week. Mane scoring 2 goals that week. The week before against Leeds, you had a Salah hat-trick. So, you know, you've got those two already scoring goals this season. It's the perfect start for them. And I think that'll just continue against Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal are that good at the back. They've got Gabriel, but then around it, they're playing like Rob Holding and stuff like that. It's not very strong. So on the right, this will be an actual table for the 2 games, plus my predictions. So yeah, not a couple of surprises at the moment. Crystal Palace quite high, Aston Villa quite high up. And yeah, Manchester United sitting around mid-table at the moment, but it's early days. I think that bottom 3 is about right to actually get relegated. I think West Ham, Fulham, West Brom will just go down. And I think Sheffield United are having a real tough situation at the moment. You know, they're not getting results. They can't score enough goals with that attack. They need to buy a Ryan Brewster or someone because it's not working out with Ollie Burke and Sharp, McGoldrick, McBurney. So yeah, that's that video, guys. If you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like, subscribe. Yeah, I upload twice a week, so be sure to check out for my next video. I think I'll have that up on Friday, but I'll post on my Instagram daily anyway, so you can check out my Instagram and see what I post on there. Yeah, peace.